Over the last 2 years, I've been able to help dozens of real estate agents turn content into a full lead gen system. And again, here are just a couple of the wins, whether it's views or actual closings or closing, making $1 million deals. And what I'm going to show you is exactly what we've done to help agents close over $450 million worth of real estate just from organic content. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I helped one of my agents do this by showing you a call recording from a one-on-one call with one of my students inside of my private program, the Real Estate Content Academy, with my guy Victor, who's been struggling a little bit. He's actually in Mexico, learning what to post, not just to get views, but to actually get leads. So you'll see me help him ideate and create this video here that got over 70,000 views and over 50 leads. And if you feel like at any moment during this video, you'd want like my personal help to make content a real lead gen source, then just the first link, top link in the description, is where you can book a call with me directly. And we'll see if you're a good fit for the Content Academy and see, again, how we can actually help you get leads through content. But let's jump into the call with Victor. A lot of the best formats that you'll see are going to be ones that like don't actually come from real estate. Like for me, I'm not necessarily, I don't look at or even follow any other like quote unquote like real estate content coaches. Like there's no point of me really doing that. I'm not like necessarily following it. And which is why I know there's this one, I made a post right in here about this reel that a friend made, and it's a similar style of reel. I think it's a little bit how he did it. It's a little bit easier to make, but I'm trying to find, actually, I should have this other one from some of these scripts that I have. Yeah, here it is. It's called like a bracket almost. And it's a bracket format that I think if anyone did with their local areas, and this is how, I guess, the style of one guy like kind of exposing the format. Let me know if you can hear it or not.
It's blowing up on social media right now, and if you're not using it, you're massively
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
missing out. It's called the bracket format, and it's one of the easiest formats that you can apply to your content strategy to go viral. Here's how it works. You take 8 to 16 items that your audience cares about, and you pit them against each other in a tournament bracket. They compete round by round until one wins. Think the best exercises to build muscle, the worst money habits, ranking the best cities to invest in right now, books that change your life, etc. Whatever fits your niche. The reason this works is simple. The bracket creates instant tension. Your audience has to watch to see what wins. And because they see themselves in it, they like it, they share it, and they'll argue in the comments below. So here's how to make one. Step 1, pick 8 to 16 items that you...
So yeah, you'll see it, and there's a few people who have made it to kind of see it in, I know I gotta keep those open, in real life. I had a guy, Brian, make it in, I should still have them. No. There's a different way. I'll show you this guy's how he did it, where he's someone that I actually kind of know personally. I never met him in person, but we talked for a little while. And this way would be a way easier to make with a phone, how he did it. And he obviously had a videographer make it, but this is how he did it.
Silver Creek.
Silver Creek.
Silver Creek or Cambrian?
Cambrian.
Cambrian or Bluffton Valley?
Cambrian.
Cambrian or Willow Glen?
If I'm an unincorporated Cambrian, then maybe, but Willow Glen.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
Willow Glen or Rose Garden?
That's easy. Willow Glen.
Willow Glen or Almaden?
Willow Glen.
Mississippi?
I like walkability. I like the charm and the character that these Willow Glen homes have. And I love tree-lined streets. Can't beat the tree-lined streets in Willow Glen. So, Willow Glen.
So that's one version where how these styles of videos work, and it really works with almost any video where, again, yeah, this is some version of this one, how he'll go over it, where it's like this whole like bracket overlay and you can just like put it up.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Here we are. Yeah.
my thing freaking reset, I guess. I don't even know. But with this guy, did you see me? Did you look at, I don't know when it cut me off. Did it
No, I see the whole thing. I see the whole
Okay, you
thing.
saw that one?
He's going this one, this one, this one,
Right.
this one.
So how
in
these ones
between-
work is you want to base it off of a wide TAM going down narrow. And so TAM is similar to ICP, But TAM, I don't know if you've heard of it before, is a total addressable market. So how in my head how this would go, again, you could maybe do this outside with um do you happen to I mean you have like little earbuds. Do you have a little like wireless mic by chance?
I do.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So that
yes.
then that'd be fine. So you could like even set up an iPhone similar to this, like not that this is the proven style, but again, set up maybe it's, a couple feet away and then you have your little microphone and you would just swap up images here because that's the easiest to do on edits. I wouldn't say you have to do anything crazy like you don't have to have because when he chooses one, he kind of makes it glow. Well, that one just switched. So, like you can like barely see. Maybe you do extra and you put like whichever one you say, you put like a green check mark emoji above it. And
Hmm.
how I would do this is I would do you want to start off with a wide TAM. That's kind of like I think where it cut me off is and TAM is a total addressable market. And so we want to know like who is like the widest person that we want to attract. And a lot of times like for you that widest person is that going to be a is that genuinely like a second home or are they doing it for investment purposes? Like what is that usually for you? Like just not even doing like location wise like person, but just like the intent of getting a home where you are.
It's mostly a mix of both second home and investment property because most of them rent these properties.
Mm.
And
I
actually
think the
today,
widest TAM would end up being vacation property. It combines both of them using that terminology of
yeah.
vacation property because a lot of people, at least here in the States, when they think vacation property, they think, oh, well, I could be there for the summer, winter, I rent it out, or maybe it is just a property that I have offhand.
So you would
The-
call it vacation home or vacation property.
I would do property because when you use the word
Okay.
property, you might be able to, I think that's why it works in my head when I hear like investment opportunity, basically. Like when I hear the word property, it has like a little bit more of a authoritative wording to it. And it's not, again, investment home versus investment property. That's what I'm thinking here. Obviously, you could use like maybe word by word or like sentence by sentence captions, like something like this. You'd still want to leave some room above your head. Again, as long as it's not too windy, you have like decent audio. Maybe you do have like the waves in the background. And
Mhm.
that's why if you use like vacation home or vacation property, again, what do they imagine? Like the beach, you know? So a lot of people will resonate with it if you are like physically sitting somewhere, maybe where they want to. And again,
Yeah.
maybe you do have like, some sun on your face, but your phone usually exposes that. And so I would have captions here, but I would also have a text hook where people a lot of times, mm, yeah, because
Yeah, I
you're
believe the text can see around his arm, elbow.
this one for him, he doesn't have a text hook because
But yeah,
I think with over editing, you can simplify it, but I think for the purpose that we're going after, we're going after people that will be sometimes a lot over. Like he's like this. Well, actually, he has it right here in the caption. Technically, right here is where he. I mean, it's a videographer. I don't know how well it's strategized. I just saw this one, and not that it's like overly proven. I just know it's a
hmm,
format that's doing well right now, no matter like which way you put it. So
hmm,
his whole caption was literally just, "What's the best neighborhood in San Jose?" Now I can see this because I'm on the computer. I'm assuming on mobile. Uh, maybe if you cut out best neighborhood in San Jose question mark, that's probably it. But for
hmm.
you, for something like this, we want to go again. We want to be the widest TAM that we can be. So whether it is a text hook, maybe even just one line right above your captions. Like let's say you have a line of captions, or maybe you do just like the word by word. And I can kind of, in a way, I mean, I think you get it, but we can like lightly draw it out. Um, Here, let me. Okay. So like if we had your whole screen right here, again, you'd have your images, again, not close to the top. So you'd have like one image here versus one image here. You don't need to have any sort of verses. I would put the name. So this one, he kind of, let's see, where is his? He put it in the image. You could, I think, put it on top or below it. So you could probably do like, crazy writing with a pen name of like the area, basically like location name is what I'm saying. And I don't think you need anything like a little verses, which again, it sometimes over explains it. And then I probably have again like your head here. I'll just put you as a person there. And or let me just do a larger head. Let me see. Yeah, like your head would be somewhere around there. Give you some eyes. Sweet. And your captions there. I'd probably have your text hook like right here, and then your captions like right below it. So I'll write
Okay.
cap for captions, I'll write text hook there. This one, I don't know. You could keep it there the whole time, but maybe just
First
like
2 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh,
yeah,
first
like 5
4 seconds.
seconds. Maybe again like after like I guess I actually I can write. Actually I have text. Yeah, like after the first one or two rankings, like depending on
Okay.
how long they are. Again, and my guess is that's after about 1 to 2 seconds because you don't need to say there's some people that I've seen even do that. They're going to be like, I'm ranking this or I'm ranking that. It's one of the
Yeah.
ones where sometimes the format just speaks for itself. So I would do hook, text hook, and so this a script in a way a lot of these, and even what I've been testing, especially with my own content, is because I've done a lot of these ranking videos recently, and some of them have been to just like get content out. But one of the first two that I made, that was a repost actually. The first one did 9K, which was I think 9K. Then I reposted it again, did 15K. Then this is the first one of a new batch that I did with an editor, which did like 12K, but they're all about like 28 seconds. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
make it any longer than like
Then
30
30.
seconds.
Yeah.
And that's just been with a lot of content overall recently. Like anything that's again just quick value over 30 seconds isn't going to be too good. And you don't need to like go crazy on it where let me see if we build out. So going over like that TAM, I guess I'll write everything under here. The TAM
Salud.
is wide. So text hooks, I would do something so wide as in um, you could do I used one a while ago that said ranking a I think I reposted it recently and I should be able to find it. There should be one. I was rating hooks. I'm trying to see where this one. Rating home tour hook. So I did a rating. You could say or a question mark because curiosity as a text hook is generally going to be the best. Like even if it's a literal question, and you said best, uh,
Vacation homes in
right?
Puerto Vallarta.
I'm going to say
Vacation
Mexico.
property.
We want to say
Vacation.
Mexico. So that's why we're
Oh,
going
because it's
for,
brother. Yeah.
yeah, you see how that will stop a
Yeah.
lot more people. So
Yeah.
best
Mhm.
vacation, VACA, vacation home in, or vacation,
Property.
yeah. Uh,
And then I can go like Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, then like
Exactly. And I don't even know
ranking.
if that lines up because I'm not fully versed in it. But what you would do is I'd say, I'm trying to think of how many.
Because if you're like talking the whole country, like it's, to me, it's
Right.
best if you rank the best cities, right?
Right.
And
So what
obviously, I will
again,
make
right.
my
That
own
total
city win.
addressable, right. With total addressable market, that's why we want to start wide and niche down as you go. And so again, because of us, like the final one that wins is our city.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do PV. Can I do PV Puerto?
yeah, you can do
Okay,
PV.
cool. That'll
Yeah,
that'll keep it easy for me. And so that will be the end up one, but your first like 1 to 3 verses uh should be the names that will out to I'll just say in American um, first. So that's why we want to start off, even if it's just the first few, where even something like this, if I'm taking a ranking video and I did this one, like views, trust, likes, like I'm using photos of real estate itself, but like reels get views, before and afters build trust, and education gets you leads. It's stuff that is broad enough to hook someone in, and then the more niche down I go, that will maybe even be valuable for other people. And then I'm using like things as I go down. I could start with call to actions. I could start with hooks. I could start with like watch time, but I just did reels, before and afters, education. So very broad, but I slightly niche down into it. So like yeah, for first like example, like Cabo, um I don't know what's another one. It is Puerto
Cancun.
Vallarta. Is that is that actually that like on the top, or is it kind of like middle tier niche?
No, the final boss battle is gonna be Cabo versus Puerto Vallarta. The thing with Cabo is like I would say it's only for California people market because it's
Hmm.
expensive as hell, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of like tourist traps, and it's
Yeah.
way too expensive for the, let's say, my average Steve who's willing to invest
Yeah, exactly.
400K up to
So
700K.
to have that, again, you're gonna have to start with Cabo, and I would probably again have that literally as the first
Yeah, Cabo versus.
versus other popular that's not Puerto Vallarta. Because that's gonna be, if that's the last one, you're it's gonna have to, and obviously that's what we're gonna choose. It needs to be at the end because we can't start with Cabo and both of them, because then Cabo is gonna get booted out maybe immediately. I would do.
Yeah, I
I
will
would
do Cabo versus uh,
try to see.
Mazatlan. No, Cabo versus Tulum, which is like Instagram famous, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty. I feel like I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Or Cancun, which is way famous because of resort living, no?
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
could
So yeah,
be,
that's what I would start with. So Cabo versus Cancun, and then I would go. I would go. Then winner versus. You
what do you
could go.
think?
You could go more niche because again, you're gonna pop up the photo, and I wouldn't say because you're gonna give a slight. Like I'll show you how I have mine scripted right here.
Mhm.
And so you're gonna also say, because that's one that makes it a little more complicated, is that not complicated, but you're how he has like someone telling him the name. Like he says, Cambrian versus Willow Glen, and then he responds to it.
Yeah.
You are going to add, and I can show you how to do it, but you're gonna do that basically in post. So before, I don't know if I put it maybe higher.
Maybe I can tell a friend that helped me out,
A
like
friend could work
asking
too.
me. Yeah.
Either or, uh, friend to have, because you want to hear them, have Mike to ask, uh, or to uh, before you
Yeah,
say
recorded before
your
on a voiceover, right?
sentence. Yeah, so you would wait like 3 seconds, or yeah, like 3, 4 seconds before answering, um, for you to say the voiceover versus um, cities. Because like that's what I literally say it myself. So what I do when I film even mine, because I literally say it myself. Your content
Mhm.
gets views. Or actually, this is a whole different one. You could almost even do that. I haven't gone that far into it, but there's another format. I think it's this one. DM me for a private tour. Way too generic. D tier.
Oh,
One
okay, I
clear
got
call
you.
to action with a lead magnet in your bio. Right. So you see, before I'm waiting, and I'm filming both of these separately. So I'm literally looking into my camera. I'm like
Mhm.
nodding, looking for maybe 3 or 4 seconds. And then, like, literally how I film this is I go through this. I literally say, and this is one I did today, ads versus mailers, content versus Zillow, cold calling versus door knocking. So I film all the for me. I just record the audio of all those first, and then I go into it like this is how you would answer it again. So you would say whichever one wins and then a short sentence. That's why you can do a few of these and keep it short. So answer or winner, actually, yeah, winner, and then why. Yeah, I guess let me see. I'll just put it down here. When speaking winner, I guess that'd be like in a template format. Yeah, so like winner, um, other city. And I wouldn't say the word bad, but bad for X reason, keep short. So that's how I would just roughly do it, where again, you just say the winner, and then this one you could keep it pretty simple. Again, does he keep Willow Glen? Because even I feel like I don't even know, because this is semi-local to me. I feel like I've only heard of Willow Glen. Wait, what is the very first one he uses? I'm trying to find it. Evergreen versus Silver Creek. Again, I don't even know those cities. I'm a little bit farther from San Jose, but okay. Um, I'm trying to see how they edit it. Obviously, like you could put, and there's like little, again, above and beyond things, like you could put like you can add sound effects inside of like edits. Like edits has a little sound effects library, and you could search up like a ding sound effect, maybe.
Hmm.
And then whenever you put like whatever I'd say, like, yeah, pop up like a green check mark for literally like 2 seconds and then have it disappear, whichever one wins. And then lower the volume. Well, you wouldn't want to keep it at max volume, but my guess probably between like a 10 and 15 sound is putting a green check mark either again above or below it. Or I guess if you have the name here or here, probably above it. And then a ding sound effect with the green emoji pop up for like 1 or 2 full seconds. And that's how I would run that one. And I'm just trying to see Silver Creek, Cambrian. So he has it switch. So that, I mean, this is just how the editor did it. I don't know if it's that important because, again, this editor who did it isn't like renowned. I'm just basing it off of how simply they did it.
Hmm.
So they're keeping Cambrian. You saw it switched earlier. Oh no, it's a winner's bracket. So that's kind of how it's going is for him, at least how he did it.
Yeah,
Uh,
the winner stays, and then the next
on the
one.
left is how it is. So edit it like uh winners bracket on the left, new city versus pops up on right. I think that's so we can just see Willow Glen. Let me see. Yeah, and then he had it switch. So yeah, and then it stayed pretty much the entire time. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna see. Are these people doing?
What was that?
Yeah, you could have a low audio. I would say what I would do is a lot of times, especially for you, I would choose more of less I mean, I don't want to just sound so white here. A like South American, Mexican, Puerto Vallarta, like type of soundtrack. If you know some whatever sort of theme of songs without audio, so it'd be like an instrumental only. I would find a like a cultural themed song and I would keep that behind you as you do it. So you have decent audio. Again, usually when you add an audio soundtrack, they're pretty loud and you only do like you keep the audio at literally between like like a if it's a really loud song, sometimes even a two. Um, um theme instrumental audio. Like usually again, you have to hear it. Honestly, it's better to be quieter than to be louder for an audio. Like that's why I was talking about that one home tour you did, because sometimes the
Yeah.
audio does overpower. So like a volume is usually going to be between like 3 and 8 volume. Depends on the song. And that can also help attract the right people with the right audio. And winner's bracket, uh, green check mark pop up for 1 2 seconds for winner and ding sound effect. Okay. I'll put it next to it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything we're missing because this is one that you could do multiple times and for different things. Like that's why at least his videographer is again finding this format and then using it for him. But he's not necessarily doing it in a super trendy format where again, that's why it's always good to have the staples. Like prompt reels are staples. Again, just trying to find like the terms that you have to use. Like again, using a proven one, but then as long as you make them look good, like look up to par, then it's just like, all right, what are the terms like ICP desires we're optimizing for? So this maybe isn't a style that you run forever, but it's maybe one that you continue to optimize. Like as this does better and as you do well, like you'll be able to get, I mean, we could technically still.
You know what? I had another idea, like
Yeah.
vacation, property, amenity tire. And then I'll go like gyms, cold plunge and saunas and, rooftop lounge areas and S tier, A tier, B tier, and then run something like some people like, oh, or development has a
Yeah.
gym, but the gym is just a treadmill and a pair of racks.
Right.
So I will
Right.
say like a gym is like sometimes it's even an D tier amenity,
Exactly.
stuff like
Right. So you
that.
say, yeah, D tier, dot, 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 because, dot, 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 and then you move on to the next one. And again, for most of these formats, again, it's still like 30-ish, 25, 30 seconds. And again, that's when you can always like sort of reinvent the wheel because it hasn't, this is really, and it's just because I'm in this like online info space that, I mean, a lot of other niches are doing it, but this is the very first one, and it's surprisingly from a guy that I like kind of know. I've only seen in real estate do it, at least that I've ever seen viral, and I'll usually see a decent amount of like real estate content.
I've
So
only seen mostly like in the info side of things. I've
yeah,
seen Alex
exactly. So
Armosi doing
right, and
it.
that those are literally the formats like when you see them like, and that's why we're looking at this because usually the tier list that technically this is following is like this one. So having, which someone could still do, like you could technically still do this because it's just text. You could export this, like literally get this image on your phone, then put it inside of edits, make that there the entire time.
Text, ta 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 ta,
Yeah,
and then
exactly. All you
just
do
like
then is
move them
literally just
across the time.
text and the timing of it. So just like having this there, moving it around. And so it's pretty easy. And he does put like some social proof there on the top. Um, so maybe you put like,
Amenity bracket, like we were talking earlier
right. So
for.
like again, that's like the not the technically the version of it and the one that I'm going to be using. But this is one that I just saw, which is in a way
Yeah,
technically a
both are
bracket.
good. Both are
Right. So
good and
it's always like,
dynamic.
okay, how do I just make this? Again, the point is for not for you to do this forever to eventually get an editor to like do some of it, but like with this does take a little bit more of my time where I made the very first one I did make myself. So this one, technically this one, same one, I did edit myself just to like see, do it, make it kind of like the best it can be the first time. Because again, if you have an editor trying to replicate a video of yours that did 2,000 views, that's probably not worth it. I know this worked. It did well the first technically two times. Then I know it's something that, okay, if I double down on it more, it should continue to do better, which means if I pay for an editor to like save me that time, since this is already a proven video, it's technically
Yeah.
worth it. So, and that's why I look at all these again, like it's Harmozy or anyone else. Like, okay, even if it's like this, I'm like, yeah, I can. Some people would be like, oh, I have no idea how to do this, but it's like, hey, you can just get a PNG, like a blank background image of this, put it on your phone, do edits. And edits, I don't even know if you've seen some of you can do like little pop-up text effects. You can do like white glows around your font, like even just edits. It's like two clicks of a button.
Mhm.
You can have it have like a little pop-up. You can have it be a little pop-up animation in a way and be more engaging. So again, it's like, okay, like that's, yeah, maybe it's not optimal forever, but it's very possible. So, yeah, that's how I would do it. Where again, it's literally that just TAM, just the total addressable market being as wide as you can in the beginning. And again, if you make it, we can go over captions. I don't think you need to go too deep into it. Like most of these, you could say, you know, you could literally you could
No,
repeat the
I could
text of
like use the script and have GPT like, hey, using this script, give me a style of captions like the one we have been using for the prompt reels, and
yeah.
then I'll use
And
it
so
that way.
one thing with this is a lot of people love call to actions. Like I would make this like I would do like for like I'll do like I'll say description like CTA word I mean bro it's white people say taco like use a like you could use the word like Mexico but like again like what I even did today like I use this word bacon like it's not something I usually do but I was like hey I've seen it before where it's like
But
just
like
a
you said, it's just pattern interrupt, like
it exactly
it's, and,
is pattern interrupt
and make them laugh at the same time, right? So
exactly and
okay,
so I
you
would
got
do
me. I'm gonna type taco, and then let's go on.
exactly so I would do even if it's just like at this so it would literally be comment like this is how it literally work all even lowercase comment taco for and then it's like for a blank and that's usually and you want to keep some keywords in it like for a but that's also where you want to actually break down and maybe it is just like a GPT lead magnet that you go over
Mhm.
but again we're breaking that down to where you can have a and I guess you do a verbal call to action so you actually for these you want your verbal call to action to be kind of serious so it'd be like verbal CTA uh, you can say and if you comment taco I'll send you the list of it basically like what you would want and it'd be either you can go more wide and be like not places but the list of the best vacation or investment investment um uh I used to say area investment
Towns in Mexico, or I don't know,
yeah
something
yeah
like that.
yeah investment towns and you could say homes give them some specifics towns and homes
In Mexico.
yeah in Mexico and then you'd obviously again anything that you create again whether it is a GPT or anything like that is making sure that you are able to show maybe a couple that are like maybe outside of your area but still something that you'd be willing to actually like help someone
Yeah.
with basically um and then let me see what's that going to say after that oh yeah in the lead magnet especially for this uh at the end either have a Calendly booking link or a DM me the word CTA. Because that's the thing that I kind of forgot in the beginning, like with lead magnets, is yes, lead magnets are like good to have, but if there's no like value in it for you, then there's no point. Like you're not actually going to get traction from the lead magnet. And so like
Yeah.
a prompt that I would use is let me see if I gave it like a GPT, is I would say I'd give it the lead, like just make the lead magnet first of all. So I would say like take this uh, lead magnet and my ICP sheet and create a two paragraph call to action calling out fears and at the end desires of my ICP who wants a, let's just say investment or vacation home in Mexico, mainly Puerto Vallarta. Uh, and I guess I'd let you fill it in and
Hmm.
either tell it to to have a call booking link CTA or a um, DM me, uh, or you could do ready.
Yeah.
Do it DM me ready if they're looking for a property and
Right.
I can help them with whatever the next step is. Because people will sometimes, even after this, you can even do this in content. You can do like a sort of like a DM me, but uh, whether it's like a direct Calendly or a DM them, and they can also DM you after it. But that is what I would try for this week. Again, because sometimes, like, yes, volume is good and it's good to still do it. But again, overall, as long as we do basically, I mean, it's weird to say, as long as we get the video right, it should do extremely well. Because we both, again, it's a proven format that's working right now. And if we use TAM as a total addressable market, you start wide and you go more niche. And again, you don't need to do too many. Like, let's say this one, I think even was a little long. So let me see. How much does, it's weird. The guy who scripted these his name is Tam. Um, how many do I have on this? I have one, at least this is the beginning. One, two, three, four. So just four. And
I'll say
then
I'll just do like
there's like the semifinal. So it's like the
three
versus.
rounds, which will be Cancun versus Mazatlan, Cancun versus Cabo versus
Mhm.
Mazatlan, and
Mhm.
Cabo wins. Then it will be Cabo versus Cancun. I'll still go with Cabo, and
Right.
then
I probably
Cabo
start
versus
with
Puerto
Cabo and
Vallarta.
Cancun just to be that widest. I'll probably start with Cabo Cancun, right? Like
Yeah,
how we have
Cabo
it here.
Cancun.
And then again, they're both popular, which means whatever one that you put up against it, someone will still want to see it. And then it doesn't have to be the last one, but whenever you do put in Puerto Vallarta, then
Mhm.
that's just again the one you would end on. You'd say like, here's how I kind of had the ending of it here. You could be like, and this one's close. I mean, if you want, I guess I could send you this as well, just to show you how. Let me just put this on a doc. Uh, what is it? The month for one call. I guess I'll just call it a tier list. And let me just screenshot this.
I will try to pull up three of this
Yeah, no,
style.
like, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
that's why it's like
three of
still doing
this
it
and still doing the
right.
prompt
As
reels.
long as it still keeps like local, basically. And I'll give you some of these links for like the inspiration. I'll just show you round one, best ways to get leads as a real estate agent. That's it for today's video, though. Thank you. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more screen recordings. If you have any other questions or video ideas, just let me know down below. Otherwise, again, if you want my personal help building out this system so that you can actually attract and start converting local qualified views and followers, turning them into leads, making sure you can actually use, again, content as a lead conversion mechanism as a part of your business, then just, again, book that call down below and I'll see if you're a good fit for the academy. Otherwise, I will see you on the other side.